Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Aries. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby. Welcome back to the channel for my returning subscribers and new subscribers. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like and share, and also hit that notification bell. That way you get notified of my upcoming content. So what we're going to be doing today is what's in store for 2024. So this is a little bit different than my regular spreads. We're going to do a little bit of tarot, a lot of oracle. This is very similar to my 2024 annual predictions, but that's for individuals, where it's a month by month. This is going to be one overall, message or messages for the 2024 year for Aries. So let's get started. Now, when I was getting your cards ready and together, Aries, the song that I had on pre-shuffle for you, it's called Love Like Ghosts, and it's by Lord Huron. So some of the lyrics that I picked up on: yes, I know that love is like ghosts. Oh, few have seen it, but everybody talks. Spirits follow everywhere I go. I want ours to be an endless song. Baby, in my eyes, you do no wrong. So you could be coming into connection with somebody who, or this could be you, has had issues and troubles with, people ghosting you in the past, relationship-wise. The song talks about, somebody being able to look at another and seeing all of their ghosts, seeing what they have been scared of and what they've run away from, and still, they're still there for them. They still are willing to, put in the work to try something new, to try a new relationship. Now, if you're already in a connection, this is you, facing fears, dealing with demons, getting through the hard stuff, the hard times together, leveling up, making it work. Love like ghosts. Like ghost your past, love together in the future. That's what that's what I'm feeling. All right, what do we have for Aries? This is the celestial bodies. I'm doing top and bottom of the deck. Okay. So underneath the deck, we've got Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is the planet of luck. So this is a very positive card to have. This is the energy going into 2024. So very lucky, Jupiter. You might want to check your natal chart and see where Jupiter is in your chart, and then whatever that house is, that should be a focus for you this year, during the year of 2024. Then we've got the moon. These cards are so beautiful. I'll show you the Jupiter too. I guess I should have showed you that. These cards are just so gorgeous. It's celestial bodies. It's one of the most expensive decks I've ever bought or purchased in my life, and I've had it forever, years. I've had this deck for years. Never used it, not once. And it wasn't because, I don't know why it was. I wasn't ready for it, I bought the deck because I was supporting a fellow girlfriend who's in the cannabis space, but she also has a metaphysical shop, and so I had gone to a sound bath it was a full moon sound bath, beautiful, and visited the shop afterwards, and I just wanted to support her, so I got these cards, and then I was like, oh my god, what did I do? What did I get? But I just got 2 new decks of cards for the holidays, and when I put them on my altar, my shelf, with the other cards, it's like these popped out, and I was like, you know what? These cards would all work well together. I need to learn how to read these, so I pulled them out, and here we are. So the moon. The moon can be very important for you, Aries. Now, first off, I think I was just telling somebody this, but it's like the moon controls a lot of things when it comes to the weather and water and even people. We know scientifically that the moon does control the weather based on, the lunar, lunar, not eclipses, just the lunar workings, whatever, placements, where it's at in the universe, right? And it changes the tides in the ocean. The tides in the ocean is what helps change the actual weather patterns that we see all across the world, right? Well, if the moon can control that in the ocean, which covers however many % of our world, right? Humans are made up of, what is it, like 70 or 80% water? I think it's 80% water. And what makes what makes a person not think that it wouldn't control us also? So if you notice, like around full moons, the weather, there's usually like wind, some kind of craziness, storms, lightning, that kind of stuff, right? Or rain. But then people are acting crazy too, And I'm not saying every full moon there's rain and stuff like that, but just notice there's patterns. You can tell like an uptick in the wind and stuff like that. And but it's the same in human behavior. Around the full moons, people get crazy, in the new moons too. So it's like, start paying attention to the moon patterns. And I feel like that's going to play a major role in your life this year, having to do with the moon. Maybe you're coming into contact with somebody who loves the moon, believes in the moon. Maybe you were born under a full moon. I was born under a dark moon. So, when you learn these things about yourself, you learn a lot more about yourself. What does that mean? So look into it. Also, where's the moon in your chart? Like, if you're here because you're either an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. I don't know why I paused there. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. But, if you're an Aries Sun, what is your moon? Maybe you should be also watching readings on your moon sign. The moon is the sun sign. Okay, just real quick, just so you guys know if you do or don't. Your sun sign is the general characteristics of what your sign is based on just where you were born. It's like, where you landed on the astrological wheel, boom, you're an Aries, and therefore your certain Aries characteristics are this and this and this and that, right? But your rising sign is actually, your rising or ascendant sign is actually like who you really are, and how people view you. And then your moon sign is like inwardly how you feel that you are. Okay, so pay attention to that, because you may feel more connected to, say it's Scorpio, that'd be a crazy combination, Aries Sun and Scorpio Moon. Woo! But, check it out. So if you know what your moon sign is, drop it in the comments below. I would love to know. Drop it in the comments below. So let's move forward. We've got Moonology Manifestation next. Now these cards from Moonology on, these are all the cards that are included in that annual 2024 predictions read, and it's $150. Broken down, divided by 12, that's only like $11 a month. And you get 6 messages per month all at once. It's like a 2-hour spread. Totally worth it. It's going to be good too all the way through the end of January, because the first full moon doesn't even hit until the end of January. So check it out. I have all of that information in the description below this video. All right, Aries. Underneath the deck, we've got the last quarter moon in Virgo. Attend to the details. Attend to the details. So there could be some last minute decision making, last minute, detail tending to that you need to do before the end of the year, as we go into the year, even throughout the year. It's like spirits are saying, pay attention to the details, the little things, the minor adjustments, because the thing is, it's like hem on a pair of pants. The hem is so tiny. It's just a little detail, but if that comes unraveled, then the hem in your pants comes unraveled too, and before you know it, you could be walking around without pants. You know, so it's like you got to pay attention to these things before they get away from you, right? Top of the deck. New moon in Pisces, attune to the divine. So you could have Pisces in your chart or be dealing with somebody who does. Or also Virgo in your chart or be dealing with somebody who does. But I feel like attune to the divine, this is so, okay, first off, the sign of Pisces is, it's, I'll go to Pisces and then I'll go back to Virgo because I want to add that too. The sign of Pisces is super deep. They go deep, deep, deep. Of all the water signs, they are the deepest. Their emotional ranges, I mean, it can go from super depressive, but also to bright, bubbly, and almost like head in the clouds, right? So it's like extremes when it comes to Pisces. Now, when it says attuned to the divine, Pisces are also exceptionally mystic, okay? They dive down deep into the metaphysical. So do Scorpios too, but Pisces are, I don't know, it's really hard to explain when their focus is so much more like hyper fixated, right? And when this is attuned, it's like, you know, almost like an alien with those little alien antlers or antennas or whatever. It's like you tune right in. And so I feel like this next year, 2024, you're going to be really honing in, focusing in on your spirituality. I mean, it can go anywhere. I mentioned aliens. If you have a fascination with aliens, maybe you're fascinated in that. But it's like going to be like the metaphysical, esoteric, spiritual type of arts, right? You could be interested in tarot and divination. You could be interested in Reiki or sound baths and healing and meditation and things like that. Whatever it is, attune to the divine. And I think that if we have a new moon in Pisces this upcoming year, it'll be around that time. You may have like some kind of a great awakening or something like that. Now going back to Virgo placements. Virgos are very matter of fact. They like to be right all the time. And I know that because I'm a Virgo Mars. Virgo is, they do attend to the details. They make sure that their T's are crossed, their I's are dotted. You know, is it cursive? Is it, you know, manuscript? Whatever. It's like they pay attention to the little things, the little details. So that's very fitting. You definitely could have Pisces or Virgo in your chart or be dealing with somebody who does. Attuned to the divine. And you know the moon is also very mystic. It's very witchy vibes. I like it. You do have luck coming in. I feel like Jupiter is here for your benefit. It's a very beneficial planet. Could also be your planetary chart ruler. If you don't know what your planetary chart ruler is, you can look that up. I'll see if I can find the link and put it in the links below. What do we have for the Herbcrafters Tarot for Aries, please, for their higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity, for the greater good? Okay. Underneath the deck, we've got the Five of Water Golden Seal. My. This is just the energy going into the spread. So this is coming out of 2023, going into 2024. It's the Four of Water. So Four of Water, first off, Golden Seal is something that you take if you're trying to detoxify your body of drugs or anything, right? It's used in a lot of detoxes, you know, when people are just trying to like set their immune systems again, reset their immune system. Now the Five of Water is talking about disappointment. Not necessarily heartbreak, but just like, you know, oh, woe is me, you know, like a bitter disappointment. For me, it's my don't go crying over spilled milk card, because in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, it's a picture of a girl, and there's 5 cups. 3 of them have spilled over, and she's crying over the 3 spilled cups, but what she's not paying attention to are the 2 cups that are still upright and filled with water. And basically the card's saying it's like, don't focus on what's lost. You need to turn around and focus on what you still have, you know, because you can turn around and turn those spilled over cups upright and fill them later on down the road, right? But right now, pay attention to what's already in your cup so those don't spill too. You got to pay attention to the details. You know, pay attention to what's in front of you and attune to the divine. Be grateful for what you have in front of you. So that's just the energy going into this. You might want to pay attention. Maybe use some golden seal, detox yourself. Take it as it resonates. What do we have for Aries, please? One card for Aries. What's in store for 2024 for Aries, please? Thank you. I like it. Oh, I like it a lot. Nice. Okay, so top of the deck, we've got the Six of Air. Air sign energy, that's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You could have that somewhere strong in your chart or be dealing with somebody who does. Air, swords, you know, that all deals with communication. It could be any kind of communication, verbal, written, text messages, emails, face-to-face. It can even be telepathy, you know, social media, that kind. But this is talking about smoother communication, being able to communicate with others easier, being able to get your message across, going from rough waters to smoother waters, calmer waters, you know, being able to work well with people. May even involve travel, communication about travel. Could be that too. Cattail is the corresponding herb, so work with cattail within the next year. Maybe when you see cattail, you know, it's a sign for better communication or smoother communication coming. You could have cats. Cattail's not real cats. It's like a weed or a plant or something like that. But yeah, Six of Air. It's balancing communication. Now, what I really like about this is underneath the deck we've got the Chariot. So the Chariot is Cancer energy, so water sign energy. But the Chariot talks about fast movement. In the tarot deck, Chariot is card number 7. Sevens are about alignment, aligning yourself, sticking up for yourself, defending yourself, your morals, ethics, beliefs. It's also about opportunity. You know, lots of choices. It can also be about planting of a seed. Notice, like, there's the roots here. It's like a seed was planted, it grew really deep roots, and then all of a sudden the plant starts, you know, growing and expanding. So, you know, there could be something where it's like smoother communication happens, a seed is planted, and, you know, something really starts to grow for your benefit, and it can happen very fast because the Chariot, not only is that fast-moving action, I'm looking at, I have a clock that's wrong, and it's 444 on the clock. So you might want to look up angel number 444. But Chariot's is fast-moving action between 2 points. So you could be actually traveling. You know, it could be one place to another. It could be short distance, long. It's usually long distance, but take it as it resonates. Or it could just be like something happening really fast, a situation, a job change or job switch, or you're getting a promotion quickly. You know, it could be something like that. And if any of this resonates within the next year, make sure you come back and drop a comment in the comments below. Let me know, you know, how this works out for you. I do suggest, and I hope I said this in the other readings. I do suggest that, like, if you take these to heart, that you journal the cards, like in a planner, in a calendar or a planner. And if there's like specific dates, like the 7th or something like that, you know, that you write that down, and just, you know, keep it in mind for the next year, because then you can look back at it and see, you know, what was accurate, you know, what resonated, you know, what were the lessons learned from that, how did it all connect. When I first got into tarot, I had journals, like books and books. I still have them too. I've kept them. And it's just crazy. Even at the end of like a week, I would go back and I'm just like, I can't believe that everything I wrote down actually happened. Okay, Aries, please, for their higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good. Bottom of the deck, we've got number 40, psychic protection. Around me now, a shield of gold, protecting me strong and bold. So somebody could be 40 years old or be approaching 40. And this card it's bottom of the deck, so it's underlying energy as we go into 2024, right? But I feel like you will have psychic protection. You're being shielded from, you know, people's projections, any kind of negative magic, negative thoughts. Oh, give me a second, my dog. Hey, buddy, you're fine. My dog is so old. He doesn't know what he's doing. Okay, so, but it protects you from projections and gossip and rumors and negative energy. Just, it's protecting you from all of that. Like, you know, keeping you shielded, keeping you guarded. Now, 4 plus 0 equals 40, 4 plus 0 equals 4. 4 is all about stability, foundation, the 4 corners of a home. It could be a house, home. It could be an apartment or an office building, you know, place of work. But it talks about structure and sturdiness. Now, 4s also can be like the twin flame number because it's 1111. And 1111, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 corners, right, of a home. So you could be coming into, you know, connection with like a twin flame, divine partner, soulmate, something like that as well. Top of the deck. I love this. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. Number 5. 5s are about change of direction. But this is the Justice card. So you could have been calling for justice, you know, in the year of 2023. You could have been dealing with, you know, having dealings with the law. There could have been something, you know, whether you are going to court or being taken to court. I feel like, you know, your justice is coming, and I feel very positive about this card. Like, you're going to have a good outcome. So it says, by the power of 3 by 3, Ma'at, deliver justice to me. So Ma'at is the goddess of justice. It's an Egyptian. She's an Egyptian goddess. And what I suggest is writing this down and reciting this 3 times a day. By the power of 3 by 3, Ma'at, deliver justice to me. And meditate on that. And that number 5, that's change of direction. And that will change the direction, you know, in your favor, of course, for whatever justice that you are calling in. Whether it's, you know, justice towards another person or justice, you know, that they're trying to seek against you. But it's for a favorable outcome. And that's where the protection is coming into. You are being protected. You're being psychically protected. This also, I feel like it's like part of your justice is like being able to have like more peace of mind, not having to worry about it so much. Like when you think about something constantly, it can manifest. Even if you're thinking about it negatively, it'll manifest negatively. So it's like, I feel like Spirit's giving you psychic protection so you can manifest positively, you know, have a much brighter outlook. I mean, we all know how, and, you know, don't kill the messenger here. I have a lot of Aries friends and family, actually. My dad's an Aries. Like, I have a lot of Aries family and friends. And what I know about Aries, because you guys are the Emperor and you like being in control and you like, you know, having the power. It's very masculine energy. Doesn't matter if you're female or not. But when you don't get your way, you get really down on yourself or you get really upset. And then all of a sudden it's back to negative thinking. This psychic protection is going to help you so that you stay positive and get the justice that you deserve. You have to focus on positivity, keeping your mental, you know, your mind in tip-top shape, right? Chakra Insight Oracle for Aries, please, spirits. Underneath the deck, we've got number 31, honesty. So I'm feeling like, you know, this is going into 2020, I can't talk. Going into 2024, Spirit is calling for you to be honest. Like, honesty is going to be the best policy this year. Whether it's, for like a court case or something legal, be honest about it, right? If it's a relationship, be honest about it. And certainly if it's yourself, be honest with yourself. 1000%. It talks about truth, transparency, sincerity, and communication. Be open, communicate with people. Here's that communication again. We were talking about with the 6 of air, it's all about communication. Like, you've got to be open and honest. And be sincere. You can't be fake or false. People can read your energy there's a lot of people that can read energy. And it's like people can sense if you're being fake or not. If you're being sincere or not. Notice she's holding the key to her throat. And there's a little lock thing. And it's like once she opens it up, she's able to put herself out there. You may even be putting yourself out like on a platform, speaking up for something. But be sincere about it. So that's underlying energy. Top of the deck, what do we have? Self-esteem. Yeah, I get it. Oh, also, that was number 31. This is number 21. I always think it's cool when the numbers are either consecutive, like one after the other, or like there's patterns, like 5, 10, 15, So this is, tens. So self-esteem talks about confidence, self-love, self-worth, and pride. And I feel like you're going to be speaking up for yourself, using communication, being honest with yourself this next year as you deal with your self-esteem and communicating that, right? To yourself and to others. Why do you do certain things that you do? Is it because you don't have good self-esteem? Are you trying to prove something that you're not? Are you trying to impress people that aren't even your friends? What is it? You want to be your most authentic self. That brings your own personal justice. And I feel like, when you focus on, just yourself, being honest with yourself, transparent with others, that's where the self-worth and self-pride comes, and self-love. Spend time loving yourself. So somebody could be 31, somebody could be 21. 3 plus 1 is that 4 again, so it's the foundation, the pillars. 2 plus 1 is 3, and 3 is all about celebration and like waiting for your ships to come in. Something good is coming in. Your self-esteem is rising. You can feel it, right? 3s are also about partnership. They can be about heartbreak a little bit, right? And I feel like that's what you're walking away from. But and that heartbreak could have knocked down your self-esteem in the past, but I feel like you're getting past that. Like, we've got, these sunflowers. It's like one of the most positive flowers. It represents the sun, which is like the happiest card in the tarot deck. So I feel like you're going to have a really good year. Peeps, can you please go? He keeps on making laps around all of my equipment. He just doesn't know what he wants right now. Poor guy. He's so old. Okay, so what else do we have for the crystal message cards? So with these cards, I suggest that whatever crystals pop out, because I will do top and bottom, that if you don't have these crystals at home, maybe visit your local metaphysical shop, place them on your altar, meditate over them. You could wear it like in a necklace, if you find them in a bracelet or earrings or some kind of jewelry or something like that. Put it in your pocket, doesn't matter. But I suggest like keeping this around you throughout all of 2024, because that's why it's coming out. It's going to be like your main theme for this year. What do we have for Aries, please? Underneath the deck, we've got Botswana Agate, Excellence. I actually have one of these somewhere. Not here, but I have one. The fine lines in Botswana Agate remind us that excellence often requires being meticulous, precise, and paying attention to detail. Oh my God, paying attention to detail. So you've got that twice now. That's crazy. Don't settle for mediocrity. It only takes a little extra push to make the ordinary extraordinary. Affirmation: I take pride in what I do. I will go the extra distance to reach my highest potential. I strive for excellence. So don't settle. Don't settle. If you know that someone or something is not good for you, don't do it. Let it go. Leave it alone. leave it in 2023, move on to 2024, you know? So Botswana agate excellence. It's got those pretty little lines in it. So that's going to be the underlying energy. You're striving for excellence this year. That's what you're really going towards. And then the main theme, your main crystal message for 2024 is lion skin tolerance. What's funny is, while you are an Aries, Aries is a fire sign, which you share that with Leo. Leo is the lion, right? So lion skin, be tough like a lion. Your tolerance, build up your tolerance. Don't let things get to you. Don't let, people who are literally trying to get on your nerves, don't let them. Recognize immediately that that's what they're trying to do and rise above it. You're more excellent than that, right? The totem animal for this stone is the lion. Unlike the other members of the cat family, which tend to be independent, lions live within a communal group. Lion skin reminds us that cooperation and tolerance is key to any group success and sustainability. When you're in charge of a situation or group, lion skin can strengthen your leadership skills, including the ability to delegate, inspire, and communicate effectively. So there's communication again. That's the second time. So affirmation, I am tolerant, I cooperate with others, and willingly compromise when it's for the greater good. And I say that in all of my readings when I'm asking for spirits, for higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity, for the greater good. Not so it just helps me, but so it helps everybody that's watching this, right? I love that. So you may have a lot of Leo energy in your chart as well. You could, or be dealing with somebody who does. But Spirit is asking you to be a lot more tolerant this year. Get tougher skin. Don't let the little things bother you so much. That will help your self-esteem. That is personal justice, to be able to handle that. And I feel like it's going to get easier for you because you've got that psychic protection. You're going to be protected for the things that don't need to affect your mental, Just focus on it. Practice. While you attend to the details and attune to the divine. I just also realized with that Jupiter card underneath the deck, it being lucky, Aries is in North Node for, I want to say for the rest of this year. It should be for the rest of this year. And, North Node is all about destiny. So you could be stepping into your destiny, getting your justice, having a really good year, things happening for you, almost out of nowhere, right? Just as long as you're paying attention to the details and doing what you need to do. Oh, wow. I love this. Okay, so we'll do bottom. This is crazy. So bottom of the deck, this card has popped out multiple times. This was in the energy. It was going into the energy with Scorpio, and I think it was also, might have also been Pisces, maybe also Cancer too. I'm not sure, but see me in their eyes. Oh, it was Cancer. See me in their eyes. Whenever conferring with another, either face-to-face or across the miles, whether a human being, departed spirit, or sentient tree, always speak to the highest within them. It makes such a difference. Love the universe. P.S. Yeah, as if some trees weren't sentient. Glad you caught that. So this is talking about, treating people with respect and, putting yourself in their shoes and looking at yourself through their eyes, right? Would you treat yourself like that? Think about how they're viewing you. How do I explain this? It's like mirror energy, right? I'm hearing through the looking glass. It's like looking at something from a completely different perspective as they're looking at you. So this is bottom of the deck. Top of the deck, karma is on your side. This is probably one of my favorite cards. So if you could read all the minds that I read, hear all the prayers that I hear, and beat all the hearts that I beat, I wonder if you'd even believe how often you're thought of, talked about, and fallen in love with. It's payback time. Undale, love the universe. So here's that energy again where I was saying, I feel like you could be coming into connection with somebody that love like ghosts. You know, it could be a ghost of the past, could be somebody from your past that you fall in love with, and it's like it's payback time. You're getting all of the karma, good karma, you know. Now also realize, you know, karma works both ways. So what's really crazy, so in the tarot deck, the Justice card, so somebody with the Justice card, it's like somebody's justice is another person's karma. So I feel like whatever outcome you have coming in, if it's a legal situation, somebody's justice will be another person's karma. And I feel like for instance, if somebody has justice taken against them, and they lost and you win, that's your karma. You get the good karma, right? And karma is on your side. See me in their eyes. I also feel like that see me in their eyes is going to help you bring up your self-esteem. Nobody's harder on themselves than themselves, right? And I feel like you may be a little too hard on yourself. You've gone through a lot, you know. You strive for excellence, but you know, sometimes striving for excellence, like you got to give yourself a break too, right? Communicate, give yourself some self-love. But know that you are being protected at this time, you know, throughout this next year with psychic protection. You know, practice these things. Recite the chants, you know, work on your spirituality. Attune to the details, and just know that you've got luck on your side with Jupiter. Pray to the moon gods, goddesses, figure out where it's at in your chart. But that's what I have for you for 2024, Aries. If any of this brought you clarity, insight, or answers, or does throughout the year, make sure you come back and drop a comment in the comments below. Make sure that you also like, share, subscribe. And as you know, it's together we grow. I love spending my time and energy with you. This is the last reading of 2023, but I look forward to reading for you in 2024 and so much more. So I will see you on the flip side. You guys take care. Peace, Aries.